Hello Gemini, this is Magnolia Empress with the reading for May. How are you guys doing today? Let's get this started. First one we have is say what you mean. Let's find out what we need to speak up about. Or what secrets are being kept. Alright, Spirit, we're ready to hear what you have to say. Okay. All right, Gemini. Okay, this is earth sign energy, maybe an earth sign male, masculine energy at that, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who that is rushing into an argument or a conflict or just a different opinions on a matter, and it's causing some mistakes to be made, or you're overlooking some information and nobody's listening and everything is starting to become a shitstorm. Basically, it's not working out in the best interest of anyone, mainly you. You have to be stronger, stand up for yourself in this. If you don't, it's gonna cause a reckless end to something, and you may be walking out on a matter. You're walking into something blindly, or moving faster than you should. Spirit, can you give us some answers about this, some more information? What is this in reference to? Tell me about this King of Pentacles in reverse. Who is this guy? Or this person? Someone who has the Midas touch. Everything they touch works out, but now everything is in suspense. Everything needs to be thought over, looked at a little bit more, get a different perspective on things. Maybe they need help, more help to figure things out. Some other cards that are falling. What is this argument about, Spirit? What is this issue? That's about everybody. King of Swords energy, that's your energy, air sign energy coming through. Stand your ground. Now is not the time for you to take a risk on anything. Okay. Okay, you're at a fork in a road, or maybe if it's a third party relationship. Stand up for what you want. If it's a contract that you're negotiating right now, make sure you get a lawyer to help you verify the situation, and you can have a deeper understanding of what you want and what the other person is asking for. Yeah, you got to come at this from a different angle. Because with this information you have, you'll be able to stand more likely and defend yourself. So it's time for you to defend yourself in a matter, not necessarily take risk and jump out there blindly, because that's not your style as an air sign. You think things through first, then act accordingly. But maybe things are getting kind of drastic and tight right now, and getting phone calls about new ideas and everything, but that's not how you move. You like to see what things are coming from. What is the benefit of doing something first before you take a step? So that's the situation. So let's find out what we can do to help you get more clarification on things before you move forward. Okay. Self-reflection. Okay, so think about your strengths and your weaknesses. Think and how you can combine them together, build on them to have a compromise with them to get to where you need to be. And speak up for yourself and think of the things that's best for you. So when you take these next steps and you speak up for yourself, you feel comfortable in how you feel about this matter instead of second guessing yourself. Okay, so it's causing you to worry because you want to be in a situation or work with someone that is beneficial to you, even though it feels good and it's working out right and everything is all cute and pretty, but it's dressed up nice. But you want to make sure that you get what you want in the end. You know that this is something that it could work out in your favor, and you really want to jump ahead, but you're cautious of the mistakes that could happen or have happened in the past, and you're trying to keep your emotions intact without jumping down a rabbit hole and getting lost. Like Lisa and Coach, I'm lost in emotions. You don't want to do that. So you're kind of sinking down. Maybe there are some secrets that are there. Maybe there are some more information that you need to look for. Get help from a friend so you can find that middle ground. Do a little bit of meditation on it so you can stand up, and then you can get the balance that you need and feel the tranquility, so where you feel good on the outside as well as in the inside, and you won't feel like you kind of jumped the gun on the matter. You know what I mean? So take time as you go through this process to check in with yourself to see that, okay, this is what I wanted. And if you have a moment where you have to change your mind, it's okay to change your mind. And it's not really changing your mind. I want to see it as making a final decision on what's good for you. Okay? All right. So trust your intuition. Trust spirit. This card is about being in your head too much about things. But maybe you need to get some signs from your dreams and combine them with the natural resources that you have to see if things are working out the way that you see fit. Okay. That 5 of Cups energy again. It's the beginning. It's the honeymoon phase of things, and everything feels right. but you don't want to get hurt again. But just stand up for yourself. And just say, no, I don't like that. No, I don't feel good about that. That's not what I want. And there you go. Because you're not afraid to cut shit out if it don't feel good to you. You will cut it out in a second and move the hell on. But you just want to make sure that when you move on, that it's for good. You don't want no regrets. And there's nothing wrong with not wanting any regrets. Because you have a lot to lose if you move ahead. So, and you want to rest in how you feel like you made the right decisions, how they have their arms folded and what have you. So, yeah, trust yourself. Speak up for yourself, because if you don't speak up for yourself, then that's when you allow people to come through with the bullshit and take advantage of you. And we don't have no time for that. So, don't feel bad if you cut someone out that was causing problems. Okay, what's the final outcome card? Master Jesus, forgiveness. You are on the path of light, love, and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time. Okay. So if this is in reference to a situation from your past where you feel like something was misinterpreted, or you feel like maybe you spoke out of turn, reflect on that and remember the reason why you said what you said and how you felt, if those feelings were true. If that was how you were really feeling, then it's okay. And if someone misinterpreted what you said, then you just clarify that for them. But as long as you did your part in it, you can forgive yourself and move on to the future. There's nothing wrong with having a fuck up in the past, and you want to try to move past, get to the present to get to something better. That's what forgiveness is about. Forgiveness is about releasing yourself from a situation so you can move forward on to the next. And if you don't forgive yourself or the other person from it, you can't move forward. You're just staying there. It's about reflecting on what happened and getting a correction and things that we need to move forward, okay? It's about healing and taking that sigh of relief. It's not necessarily about acknowledging. It is partially about acknowledging who was at fault, but it's more than playing a blame game. If you think giving up an apology or forgiving someone, forgiveness is about playing a blame game, I really need you to rethink that idea. Okay? Because everybody plays a part of a situation going awry. Okay. That was the first reading. And let's move on to the second. Okay, the next one we have is sexual arts. Sex is popping up in almost everyone, and I don't know why, but that makes me happy. All right. Let's see what this in reference to. Talk to me, Spirit. Okay. All right. Sexual arts card is about getting in touch with, it could be about sex, finding new ways to enjoy yourself. It could also be about finding new ways to enjoy life, breaking away from the mundane, the boring, the usual, the regular schmegler. So you're trying to find a new balance in things, because maybe in the past things weren't as hot as it seems. Maybe in a relationship, things used to be, if you're in a relationship, things were hot and heavy in the beginning, and now it's gotten boring. It almost feel like I may have to schedule sessions. So you're trying to get that romance back. as much as y'all would like to go out and have some fun, that's where you want to rush back to. But if you know, if you go back out, there's something out there that's going to pull you back in. So it's time for you to dig deep within yourself so you can get a rise. Pun intended. And restore that romance with each other. Okay? Alright, so I'm laughing because he is serious. He wants some loving. He got that stern face like, woman. And she kind of laying down there, well, I ain't moving until you move. I'm tired of being the one to always get the show going. Why I gotta dress up if we always gonna do the same thing? And it's like, woman, I'm trying to give it to you. But hell, I got work on the brain. I got, I'm trying to make sure we stay in the house. We have somewhere to stay. So y'all just have a mental block. But the love is still there. It's still there. So what is this mental block about? And I'm not saying, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that like he's ruler over the relationship, because look, in this card, he's on the throne and she's kind of, and I'm saying she, I don't mean it that way, but and the other person is kind of resting, looking forward, but they still have that same determination to get things going. So the masculine energy is at the top and the feminine energy is at the bottom. But then on this card too, it's in reverse. So they need each other just as much as the other person. It's a team. It's just the team as a whole is out of whack right now. All right. So let's see. Let's get some clarification. Why the mental block? I'm just clarifying. All right. You need to find new ways. Okay, honey. Sugar honey iced tea. If I see one more thing of a staff sitting this is Marvin Gaye, let's get it on, all up in here, and Trey Songz, I Invented Sex, and Chris Brown's Privacy, make it to the bed, just Chris Brown had another good song too, where it's like Tell Me How You Feel. That's on the Indigo Expanded album, where he's just like, baby, just tell me how you feel. Look, stop running from me. I'm trying to get to you. I'm not gonna play this game with you. You're gonna get your ass in this bed and we're gonna get this situation happening. Because look here, erection, 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 another erection, erection, multiple orgasms. Okay, so the fun is there. He wants it. If your question is, does he still want to be with you? Does he still want to get with you? The answer is yes. Okay. He's just distracted. He's just trying to get the bills going. He wants to bring you to the bed. See, it's like he talking to you, just trying to cuddle. Okay, grown folks moment. He wants the little pearl to come out and tickle it. He's trying to tickle it, but you don't want to touch. You don't want him to touch you. You just like, ugh, I'm not. You're nervous. Just let him wake it up for you, okay? Let him do it. I know you don't want to, but take a chance. You might like it. It might help you relax. See? He thinks so much of you. And look, he even giving you flowers in that one. So come on now. Let it happen. Move. Have some fun. See? All these happy cards. You're going to get to them all. I'm sorry. You're going to get there. And yeah, it's going to be a nice, nasty, fun time. Some kinky shit going on, but that's okay. that's what that moment's supposed to feel like. And you may be worn out in the end, but it's going to be worth it. I have a feeling it's going to be worth it. And you're going to be tired and you want to go to sleep. But, okay, with that card, just, yeah, but find a balance in it. Don't let it, if this is not a guy that you're in a true relationship with, just enjoy the moment. Don't get your feelings involved in it. If your feelings ain't involved in the beginning, then don't let it be there in the end. All right. I know orgasms can do that, but that's not what this situation is about. If you're not in a permanent relationship, if this is just someone you want to have a good time with, then simply just have the good time. All right. Okay, so let's see, what's the advice card? Pleasure. Enjoy the moment once again. Okay, I'm a Scorpio. We know these things. Trust us. Okay, enjoy the moment. All right, see how she's just exploding after getting that, getting got the going, and now she just, it's all up in her back, and it came out her chest, and she just butterflies all over the place and sparks and all of that. That's probably like, sometimes if you get you a good one, they give you a headache afterwards because all the blood then rush to your brain, away from your brain and everything. I'm telling too much about myself. I'm sorry. Child, it be like that sometimes. Get you some wine. It's today is Cinco de Mayo. So, but shit, it could be Cinco de Mayo every day. Get you margarita, whatever drink of choice, so y'all can relax. Get him some Hennessy, some Crown, some Ciroc. I don't care. Whatever is his drink of choice. Make sure he have his energy and make sure you have yours. Get some takeout. Don't cook. Because then you're going to be tired because you cook. Don't cook. All right. Get some takeout. Take that stimulus check and y'all stimulate each other. All right. Not all of it. Just some of it. Just enough for y'all to get y'all a nice, good takeout meal. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Why is this pleasure important? Because it helps you remember what got y'all together in the beginning, and it restores and it brings you this moment of remembering what the good times, the foundation that y'all built the relationship on, and and the relationship will go from, and whoever this with this masculine energy, you feel like, okay, what we built means something. It has grown to a point to where it's exponential, though the wealth from it, not necessarily financially, but emotionally and spiritual, that connection y'all have is more than what physical is. And then it could and then maybe you realize that what was dormant is now back. It's still there. It just gets a new spark, a new flame going with it. And through this moment, it brings an inner peace and calm to you. It restores the balance back into the relationship. And these cards are about strife and being in a cold and having difficulties and everything. But I'm going to get clarification on these two. But I think this card, I think, is about just seeing the light in a situation. Look up and get out of the depression of it and realize what you're fighting for. Why y'all got together. Y'all fighting with each other, not against each other. It may feel like that when y'all have sex, but that's not what it is. If y'all just listen to each other. Can I get clarification on the Five of Pentacles? What is that about? Yeah, you're feeling like you wondering if it's worth it, but it is. You may not have all of the good things in life. You may have lost some things, and you maybe had my grandmother called diarrhea of the mouth. Just let anything come out. You don't care how it feels. You don't think about it. You just let it blip. But you're still together. You had some moments where it didn't work out, but you had some things that y'all did that fell through, but y'all still made it out together. Y'all still stood tall. And you turned your back on those moments because you're so focused on the bad moments that happen. But that's not what you need to do. Focus on the good, because there's some better times ahead. Some blessings are coming, but for now, y'all just have to, and they're coming fast. These are 2 fast moving cards. So the moment that y'all sit down, take pleasure in each other, and remember the good things about each other, and touch and feel and touch each other on the inside as well as the outside, in your head as well as in the hot spots. You know what I'm saying? And you spark that about yourselves, then things will be better. Okay, what is a card of advice that you have for us, Spirit? I'm so happy everybody having fun, if not now or eventually. Charity. Prayer, contemplation, connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. All right. So, by all means, pray. But for this reading, I'm thinking it's saying y'all need to talk to each other. Remember what you like, what you don't like. Maybe things that you used to like back in the day, it don't work out anymore. Maybe you don't have, okay, maybe back in the day it was fun to hear that bed squeak, but now you just need one that's a little bit more quiet. Maybe you need to get another box screen or whatever, because you got kids now. So you need to be able to have that same amount of passion with each other, but not wake up the children, because you don't want the children to know how y'all get down. Put on some white noise and turn the TV up, and that kind of, it's relaxing to help the kids sleep, but it also tunes out the noise that you make in your bedroom, so that nobody really know what's going on. You know what I mean? Things like that. Talk to each other and make your heaven on earth. If that's your angel, remind them why you love them. I'm hearing Prince Adore. Listen to those lyrics and let them remind you of what you see in that person, because that person is still there. They may look different because they're doing a lot more, but you know, adult issues have come in, not issues, but matters and situations have come into play, but that person is still there. Remind them. Okay? All right, so these are the readings for Gemini. I hope you enjoyed them, and I will see you guys later.